Walk into almost any major company today, a tech firm, a retailer, a logistics giant, even a bank, and you'll hear a phrase that barely existed a few years ago: micro savings. Leaders are talking about tiny cost cuts. Teams are being asked to review small expenses. Employees are being encouraged to think twice before making everyday purchases. It might not sound transformative, but this shift has become one of the most powerful strategies shaping corporate America in 2026. The return of company-wide savings programs is here, and businesses are discovering that trimming small costs can lead to surprisingly big financial wins. The biggest reason behind this movement is simple. Operating costs have climbed across the board. Shipping, software, insurance, materials, utilities, everything is more expensive than it used to be. These increases didn't hit all at once, which made them easy to overlook. But when companies finally zoomed out, they realized that the accumulation of dozens of small cost hikes was eating into profits far more than expected. Savings programs became a practical solution, not by cutting major initiatives, but by tightening control over thousands of everyday expenses. One of the first places companies are targeting is software. During the rapid shift to digital work, businesses subscribe to new tools constantly: communication apps, project platforms, analytic systems, specialty software for every team. But now they're finding that many of these tools overlap or go unused. Savings programs audit these subscriptions, eliminate duplicates, and negotiate better rates. This not only saves money, but simplifies operations, because teams no longer have to juggle multiple platforms that do nearly the same thing. Another major area is travel and in-person events. Companies aren't banning travel. They're redefining its purpose. Instead of approving trips automatically, they're focusing on high-impact travel only. Closing deals, resolving critical issues, or training staff. Everyday check-ins, update meetings, and routine conversations are happening online instead of on the road. This doesn't weaken collaboration. It simply aligns travel with meaningful business outcomes. Office operations are also being reevaluated. For years, companies purchased supplies with little oversight. Printers ran non-stop. Energy usage went unchecked. Departments ordered their own inventory without coordination. Savings programs apply structure. They standardize supply orders, reduce unnecessary printing, adjust energy consumption, and track what each team truly needs. Even simple changes, like consolidating cleaning schedules or switching to more efficient lighting, can save millions at scale. Vendor consolidation is another powerful part of this shift. Many companies realized they were buying similar items from different suppliers, each with its own pricing and payment terms. Savings programs group these purchases under fewer vendors, which gives companies stronger negotiation power and more consistent pricing. Working with fewer suppliers also reduces administrative work and strengthens relationships, making operations smoother and more reliable. Another major reason these programs are returning is the growing focus on sustainability. Efficiency and sustainability often go hand in hand. Cutting waste reduces both environmental impact and costs. Companies are reducing packaging, optimizing shipping loads, minimizing excess materials, and lowering energy use. These efforts allow them to save money while strengthening their environmental reputation, a win for both the business and the brand. A surprising driver of the savings movement is employee mindset. Over the past few years, many employees became accustomed to loose spending, buying tools quickly, requesting equipment freely, or expensing items without question, not out of carelessness, but because the focus was on rapid growth. Now companies are reintroducing cost awareness. They're training teams to think more critically about spending, choose cost-effective options, and share resources whenever possible. This isn't about restricting productivity. It's about encouraging smarter decision-making across the organization. Another powerful motivator behind these programs is data. Modern finance and procurement systems give companies real-time visibility into spending patterns. Leaders can see which departments overspend, which subscriptions aren't used, where inefficiencies appear, and how small adjustments influence long-term savings. This level of insight allows companies to design precise, targeted savings strategies rather than blanket cuts. Real estate is also on the list. As hybrid work becomes the norm, companies are rethinking their office footprints. Many have reduced their square footage, consolidated floors, or closed underused locations. This doesn't just reduce rent, it lowers energy bills, cleaning costs, maintenance fees, and equipment purchases. Instead of shrinking headcount, businesses are shrinking space and keeping teams flexible. Another overlooked benefit of these programs is the improvement of internal processes. When companies remove redundant tools, eliminate duplicate work, and streamline procurement, they become more efficient. Employees spend less time navigating complexity and more time doing meaningful work. What begins as a savings initiative often evolves into an operational transformation. The financial strategy behind this movement is simple. Small savings compound. Saving $5 per person per week doesn't sound like much, until you apply it to 30,000 employees across a full year. Cutting one unused software license might save a few $100s, but cutting 2,000 unused licenses saves millions. The key is scale. When an entire organization embraces small changes, the collective impact becomes enormous. This new era of cost discipline isn't about austerity. It's not about slashing budgets, freezing projects, or weakening the workforce. It's about strengthening the foundation of the business. Companies want to stay resilient, maintain healthy margins, and have room to invest in innovation, talent, and long-term growth. Savings programs give them the financial flexibility to do exactly that. What's happening today is a return to fundamentals, a shift from grow at all costs to grow efficiently. And as economic conditions remain unpredictable, companies are discovering that the smartest strategy isn't cutting big, it's cutting smart.